And welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you have visited before. My name is Angela. I am an herbalist and a crafter. I own a small business called Daramina Botanics. It's an online vegan apothecary where you can find lots of herbal goodies and handmade beautiful things. And today I want to share all the beautiful projects that I'm working on right now. Not necessarily business related, but a lot of them are personal projects, everything that it's on my needles. And I went through my yarn stash and I wonder how many projects I could make with things that I already own. So shopping my own stash. Let's start with the projects that I'm working on right now. Let's start with what I'm wearing. This is a finished project. Just finished it yesterday. It has been on my blocking mat for quite a few days because I've been very busy working. But let me show you, and I will tell you everything about it. It was $8. And I have made the smallest size. It was the extra small size. And I was hoping to have a negative ease. But as you can see, it is quite loose. The things that I have changed about this pattern, and straps were supposed to be only 3 inches, but I did 6. So I actually doubled those. And I added an inch to the length of the top. And it was quite an easy pattern to follow. Mistake that I have done was on the ribbing at the bottom, which is knit 2, purl 2, but you were supposed to every 2 rows you were supposed to knit into the row below, just like right here. I really like the effect, but I've never done that before, so I kind of missed it in the pattern. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad though. What I would change if I would do this top again, I think I would do about 1/2 inch shorter straps. So instead of 6, I would do 5.5. That would be perfect. And I would add at least 1 more inch to the length. Also, this pattern calls for 4.5 millimeter needles. And the yarn is this one. I used exactly the same that what the pattern have called for, and the advised needle size is 4 millimeters. And I am doing another top right now, and I will show that to you in a minute. And I'm using 4 millimeter needles, and I think that if I would do this top again, I would do 4 millimeters. I love this yarn. It's beautifully drapey, and it is a rayon from bamboo and cotton blend. It works beautifully. The only thing you have to be quite careful about is that because it is all plant fibers, you have to be careful where you stick your needle. It's quite easy to pick up just half of the strands and make a little bit of a mess. Yeah, so that's all about this top. Yeah, I haven't been knitting in quite a few years, and you will see with my yarn stash, a lot of this is still from Italy where I used to live, and we talking 15, 20 years ago. And I have been quite discouraged from knitting. garments, and I am self-taught knitter and crocheter. And back in the day, when I used to learn, I'll learn from magazines and books. And in Italy or in Europe, it might be different right now, but back in the day, we didn't have the definitions for the thickness of a strand. So, like fingering weight yarn or DK yarn, you kind of had to figure it out for yourself. So, if you had a magazine with a pattern that you liked, you would see the needle size and the gauge, and then you would have to go and try to find a yarn that matched that as close as possible, which was not easy. And I did make few garments back in the day, sweaters, socks, cardigans, and the sizes didn't work out quite well. I don't have any of them actually, so I don't even know where they ended up. Yeah, but I got back to it, and I love all the information you can find online and all the beautiful knitters and podcasters. They're very, very helpful in helping you. I didn't even know what positive and negative ease is, and how to pick up the right size, but now I know. So this is a pattern from Suzanne Müller. I believe she might be German, and it was 4.62 euros, which loosely translates to $5.39. And when you get this pattern, it's a sabai top. You get two patterns in price of that one. And I'm working on this one, which has the ribbed edging. And this one, I do believe it's all in garter stitch. No, it's all in stockinette. This is all in stockinette. And I'm using the same yarn that I used for this top, just in a different color. This one is silver, and I'm using needles, 4mm needles. It's circular needles. I love this pattern. I have never worked on a pattern or that works top down, and I have been able to clean up my yarn ends as I go. So you can see 4 and 4.5. Do definitely like the 4 better than 4.5. Anyway, so far the only modification that I did, I think I added about what I'm doing right now, it's increasing for the bottom of the armhole right there. And I think I added about a centimeter to the length, to the straight length of the armhole, because I felt like it was too short, but we'll see. What the pattern says, you're supposed to work this top edge and then do the front and the back separately. But I'm doing it at once. I'm using two balls of yarn, and I'm working on it at the same time. I think about halfway through the increases, and then after that it will be all joined together and worked in the loop. Kind of want to do something at the bottom, maybe some lace or something, I don't know, or maybe save that for the next time. I'm definitely going to do this top again. I love it, really like it a lot. Okay, that's next. progress. And then work-related work. I found a new pattern for a bandana. And I will link that video. It's on YouTube. I will link that video in the description box. I am using cotton 24/7 DK, and it calls for 4mm hook, but I'm using 3.5. It's a really thin yarn. Then another work in progress. Oh yeah, and I can show you. I am currently blocking some of my bandanas to add to my inventory because I have a big, you might know if you watched my previous video, I have a big market coming up, so I need a lot of things. Okay, next thing I'm working on, this is blanket for my cat. Okay, I don't have a kit, so let's put my cat. Okay, but I recently got hooked on, this is a Sara podcast. She is from Netherlands, and she has shared a pillowcase that she made with the big granny square. So what she does, she makes a huge granny square and then she folds it. Let's see if I can show it to you. If it will stay together. Maybe. So she joins it like so. I don't know if it makes any sense. And with the pillow inside, and the pattern kind of becomes diagonal. So I might do that. We'll see. We'll see how big it will become when I finish. This is the second bowl of yarn that I'm using. The first one I did center of the bowl out. And then now the second one, I am using the outside of the bowl in. Does that make sense? So instead of pulling the middle and starting there, I'm working from the outside. So it should follow the colors again. So instead of dark gray and orange, it will be dark gray, gray, and cream. The yarn, this is a really lovely yarn. I got this at Hobby Lobby. It is 100% cotton, and I really like to work with natural fibers, not only for myself, but also for my business. Anything that you find on my website, it's vegan, so there is no wool, but I do personally use some wool for myself. But my website is a no-brainer, 100% vegan. Okay, and this is the color Paris Mornings. I keep this one in my purse, and if I'm going somewhere, if we're driving, I can crochet in the car, or if we're waiting at the doctor's, or if we're going somewhere for an appointment and we're waiting, I can work on it whenever. This is not time pressure project, let's put it that way. And more businessy thing, I am working on more of my crochet baskets. So I don't have any that I have started recently. This one is completed, but I did order the rope. This one I got on Amazon, and I will link it down below. I use 9mm crochet hook for this, and I will also link the video tutorial for the baskets if you're interested. They're quite easy, and I really like them. They tend to keep their shape, and they're just cute for little knickknacks, keys, whatnot. Yeah. Okay. So these are all the projects that I am working on right now. Let me show you my stash. Okay. And I think the first thing that I will do is make a donation pile. So there is a shop where I live in Colorado Springs that accept donations, and you can also go there and buy stuff for your crafts. I haven't been there before, but I want to go and see how it is. I might take you with me. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, those are all my scraps. And I don't think I will keep any of them. And the reason is I don't even know what this is. This might be one of those, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't even know what the fibers are. I know this is cotton, but there's not much left of it, so can't really do anything with it. I don't know what the fibers are, what needles you should use, thickness, or anything. So that's gonna go to a donation. Then these right here, and this is the yarn that I was talking about that I bought in Italy. So you can see right here, and maybe let me turn the camera so you can the way it should be. This is all the information that you get. You can kind of see what the fiber is, how long and how many grams you're gonna get, and the advised needle size, which is usually in millimeters. Sometimes what you get on top of that is the gauge. How many stitches and how many rows for the gauge. Yeah, and that's it. Mohair always kind of, sorry about my décolletage. Okay. Mohair always kind of sounded good on paper, but I think I grew out of it. I don't think I will ever use it. And if I do, I don't think I would get mixed fiber. I think I would get 100% natural fiber. So yeah, this is gonna be donation. I love the color. It changes a little. You can see it kind of goes from orange to purple, but it's quite itchy, and I don't think I will ever make anything out of this. If I would do like a coat cardigan and hold this with some other yarn, but this is not enough for a coat cardigan. So that's going. These, oh my goodness, When I first got here to States, I don't know what I was thinking. I hate acrylic. And I made the entire bed spread, you call it, bed blanket with this. That bed blanket is gone. I don't even know. I think I might have given it to a Goodwill. I'm not sure. This is what was left of it, and it's going to be donated. I have also made this bookcase with the same yarn. Never really finished it. And I have no interest in doing so right now. So I'm gonna take this to the store, to the donation store, and see if they want it or not. These are just some scraps. Will I ever use them? I don't know. I think I had these and I bought these because I was making some, not amigurumi, because amigurumi are crocheted, but like stuffed toys, stuffed animals, knitted for kids. And I think I had these for that. And this is just leftovers. I gotta be ruthless. I have to stop hoarding the stuff. I wish I had more of this yarn. It feels amazing. It is. Let me tell you. It's a merino, 100% extra fine merino wool. Okay. Yeah, I made some baby booties with these. With the mousy ears. I don't think. Oh, nope. Ruthless. And another scrappies. These. Pretty much the same story. Let me see what. If I could use these for socks. 3-4 millimeter needles. I don't think. I think this is too thick for socks. And I think this might be the same. And this is another one. Beautiful, soft. And this is merino, cashmere, and microfiber. And it calls for 3 to 3.5 millimeter needles. Kind of looks the same thickness as the one before. I'm having a hard time to part with this. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, okay, I'll keep this. I'll keep these, and I'll see if I can use them for socks. I give them a year. You're my witnesses. And if I haven't touched it within a year, I'm going to get rid of them. Okay. So this is what we have left. And I will go through my Ravelry wish list. I will link it in the description box so you can see everything that I'm harboring there. Oh, one more. Probably gonna get rid of this one too. It's 100% cotton. This one is from Italy too. 5 to 6 millimeter needles. I don't see myself using it for anything. I think it's too thick for bandanas. Yeah, I use like 3 to 4 millimeter needles for my bandanas. So, donation. Donation. Hey, let's start. Oops. Okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with these, and I have 4. And ooh, maybe I'm not sure. Let me see. So these are all my summer tops that are in my Ravelry wish list. And I'm thinking, let me see this one. Okay, this is 3 to 3.5, which is way too small. For this top, I have 4. I might be able to get away with sweater, but I think I'm gonna do the, I'm gonna pronounce this completely wrong. Sommerknus by Elizabeth Judith, because it calls for 4 millimeter to 5 millimeter needle size, and I think that 5 millimeter needle size is for the top itself, but I think it will be fine. I might just do a bigger size. I'll play with it, but I really like this top. And I will add a picture. Let me see how much yarn. Calls for about 1,500 yards. And this is 230. It might not be enough, but I will try it and we will see. If I need more, I'll order more. Let me see if I have something else. Okay, I have changed my mind. I'm gonna go the Mellow Mood top from Julia Pero, and it calls for 3.5 and 4 millimeter needle size. I guess the 3.5 it's for ribbing edge, and it calls for 770 yards, which this would be just enough. Yep. I will probably have one bowl left with that. Okay, I'm going to empty my cart, and I would add into the cart only the things that I have yarn for. Ta-da. Oh my goodness, I put a lot of stuff into my cart. Okay, and Mellow Mood top it is, and the price is €6, which is $7. Okay, so let me write label and set it aside. Okay, this I will have to set aside, and this will come to use when I'm allowed to buy more yarn, because I have only one for each color. I made a couple bandanas with this one that you can find on my website. I really like the drape. Is the it is a light. What's the number 3? So it says it's a light DK weight yarn, and it calls for needles size 4, which I think I have used size 4, but I think that if I use this for like a summer top or something, I would use 3.5, just to make the transparency a little less, to make the top a little less transparent. That's the right order of words. Yeah, I really like how this feels. It almost feels cooling. It's a 100% rayon from bamboo, and I really want to make something for the summer with this. Maybe even a light cardigan for the evening. But this is definitely not enough, and I don't think I want to do this color combination for anything. I would have to buy more yarn. I'm not gonna worry about these. This is all 3 are wool, and I will wait until the winter to do anything with these. So I'm gonna put stuff into this bag. Let's see. Okay, I have 2 more bowls and about half of one left from this top, and I'm not sure if I want to make another summer top with this. Let me see what I can. Yeah, I haven't found anything that I would like to make in that yarn that it's like a tank top. I don't know. I'm just gonna set that yarn aside, and maybe, if you have any recommendations for this one, I might just get some knockers with this. So this yarn is approved by Knitted Knockers, soft, comfortable knit prosthetics for breast cancer survivors. You can find the pattern on this website, and then might do that and see donations. I will keep you updated about that. And then I have just a random one, and this is the yarn that I'm using right now for my other top. Probably gonna have this one left over too. I don't know. I'm gonna put these into my stash. I might do some knitted bandanas with this green one. I have only did crochet bandanas with the pink one. Let me see what the color is actually. The mauve color that you can find on my website. But I was thinking about doing some knitted ones. They take much longer than the crocheted ones, so yeah, the price kind of goes up, so it's not necessarily sustainable. We'll see. I like this. This is just a different color of the same yarn that the one that I'm doing my cat's blanket with. I'm not sure. This would be, I think it would be a cool tank or something if it was. I don't know if it's gonna be enough for one tank top. Maybe. Let me see the thickness of this. So it says another DK, light DK weight yarn, calls for 4mm needles or 4.5mm crochet hook. I wonder if this might be a good idea. If this top would look good with this. Let me experiment. This is gonna have to wait because I don't have another 4mm circular needles. I only have these. The same for my other top. But yeah, I might just do that. Already have the pattern. Don't you love that? Okay. What's next? I know exactly what I want to do with this. I used to love red. Not so much anymore. But I found this top. I have had this top saved even on my Instagram for a very long time. Can't buy it on Ravelry anymore. It takes you to to her own website. This is Buy My Favorite Things, and it's the camisole number 4, and it calls for 3.5mm needles. This one calls 3 to 4, so it should be perfect. Let me see. It wants 325 to 700 meters. And this is 125, which would make this 375 meters. Should be perfect. I would do the small size anyway. Yeah. And this is 100% cotton. I have this and then I don't know where to look. Okay. And this is from Italy. 100% cotton. So let me write that down. Okay, then next I have this yarn left over from Italy. Don't remember what I made with this. And all I can think of making with this, it's socks. You know what? I'm just gonna donate this. I don't like this yarn. How we grow out of things in 15 years, huh? Okay. Right. And then I have this one. So the shop where I used to go buy my yarn in Italy would have this big bin with bags full of yarn and then only one label with it, and it would be like a convenience price with it because you were buying the whole bag. Maybe it was just the last few bowls of that yarn that they had available, or I'm not sure where they were doing this, but there were. And liar, liar, pens and fire, because this is not the yarn that is in here. The thickness maybe not even that. I think that this is really thin. I would use like 2.5mm needles with this, maybe even smaller. And this says that it's a 50-gram bowl. I weighted them yesterday and they were like 25 grams per each, and I have 4 of them. I'm thinking I will either do socks and the same thing with this one. Oh, and it also says that it was supposed to be 100% cotton, Egyptian cotton, and I did the burn test yesterday, and it's definitely wool. And how much of a mixture, because it has that little, it's like a mixture of two. But anyway, I think it might be like wool with a little bit of synthetic around it, which gives it that sheen, that little sparkle. It gives it that little, now you can see it, that little sparkle around it with these, because I don't have any other yarn that is that thin, and I think socks are better with really thin yarn. And the same with this one. This is 100% fine merino superwash, and it's 25 grams a bowl. And it calls for 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter needles. So I'll either do socks with both of these, or I'll try to do a little shawl. I really am craving doing like a lace shawl for the winter. I don't want to do it now. So I have done a couple of shawls, and all my knitted bandanas are practically just miniature shawls, and I'm really enjoying the process. I have a book, and it walks you through how to create your own shawl. You start with what style of a shawl you want to do, what shape, then if you want to add a pattern to it, and if you want to add an edge to it. The book is amazing, and I want to try it, and I'm craving making a shawl. So I will see. I think I have less of this, but it still should be enough for socks. And I think I have just a tiny bit more of this one, which should be enough for a small shawl, triangle shawl. Okay. And then I'm going to stuff these that I couldn't resist to in here. Almost there. Then I have this yarn. This is all the same brand, all the same thickness, and it's all 100% merino wool, also from Italy. No idea what thickness. I would say sport weight or yarn. Let me see what needles this calls for. 3 to 3.5. And what I want to do with these, and I might be able to do a few pairs, is socks. And there's this amazing woman from Ravelry. This pattern, it's called I'm So Basic Socks, for free. And I haven't done socks in ages, so I don't remember much. And I think I'm going to do this color combination first. I want to do a heel and a toe with the gray color, and then the rest of it in this pink color, because I would like to do a knee-high sock. And then my legs are pretty with the same from top to bottom. So I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about increases and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. And then I really want to start doing some lace socks. And if you go on my Ravelry page in my favorites, you'll see a lot of sock patterns with lace. Yeah, I don't know. I really like lace lately. I don't know. We'll see. And then I might do with this and see if I have any of the gray left, or maybe, I don't know. This looks a little bit thicker. We'll see. Also, I used to love pink, really loud pink. Maybe not so much anymore, but I have a lot of it. So let's use it. And socks are fine. Okay. Last but not least, this. It's a mystery. So I have a label with it. This was the other, another bag with the deal kind of thing from Italy. If you want to laugh and see what the label tells me. So it's La Bottega del Filato, made in Italy. And then 100% wool. Doesn't even tell you what kind. And how you're supposed to take care of it. 50 grams. And place where it comes from. Gauge. It's a mystery. The needles, a crochet hook supposed to be, we will never know, but to have an idea. And I did another burn test because I didn't really believe them that it was wool, but it is. So it feels really soft. Ooh, now that I say that, it has a little bit of an itch, but not much. Anyway, I have quite a bit of it. If the bowl was supposed to be 50 grams, then I have 750 grams, something like that. So I might be able to make a sweater. And if I look at the thickness of this one and this one, just a tad thicker. So I think it might be, like 4.5 millimeter needles will be great with this. And it might be, what's about DK? I might do this sweater. It's called 1979 Raglan from Summerlee. Same lovely lady that gave the free pattern for socks available to everyone, so might as well give back, right? This one is $7 and it has a gorgeous boat neck, just like it, and it calls for 4.5 millimeter needles and 3.75 millimeter needles. And I do believe, again, the 3.75, it's for the ribbing. Yeah, I think that should work. Let me see how much. And it calls for meters. And who knows? I have no idea how many meters it has. All I have, it's grams. So, but I feel like that should be a sweater worth. Let me know what you think. And you will see what I'm up to. So, let me put this one into my bag. So, after all I have in my shopping cart is two patterns, and the sock pattern is actually free for now, and I think that will be okay. I can cast on my first pair of socks, so that will add 2 more projects to what I'm doing right now. That's it for now. The other ones can wait also. shopping for the patterns can wait until I'm done with these. And yeah, this is it. I feel a little lighter. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I would be happy to help. I'm always happy to help if I can. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far, and I will give you an update soon about how my projects are going. I do share pictures here and there in my stories on Instagram. If you would like to follow me there, I will link my shop and my Ravelry down in the description box if you're interested. I will also link some of my supplies that I use and then I have talked about today. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. And until next time, I hope your life is filled with happiness. Thank you. Bye.